Everyone is welcome here, it's time to make new friends. Aquavite Uskaba, fill your Glencairn. Share a dram with the spirit of Edmonton. Sluncha!
Slantshine! Good evening, whiskey brothers, whiskey sisters, and whiskey friends, and welcome to episode 75 of the Canadian Whisky Journey's Whiskey Review. I'm Dolph, the creator of the Canadian Whisky Journey, Spirit of Edmonton on various platforms, president of the Alberta Scotch Society, and I'm your host tonight. We're continuing our Canadian Whisky Journey with Batch 7, Eau Claire, and it's a single malt, but it was also... I shouldn't just say it was day number 4 on that whiskey calendar. So day 4 on the 12 days of whiskey that Eau Claire put out. And yeah, I'm enjoying it. And I'm pretty happy about it. So it's their newest single malt release. Came out in November. It's a combination of 7-year-old whiskeys from 3 barrels. So ex-bourbon, ex-oloroso sherry, and new French oak. No finishing was done here. This is they were each matured for 7 years. Their individual barrels blended together to make the single malt. And yeah, I got it last week. It's available online. You can go to any store in Alberta, I'm sure, any place that carries whiskey, any place, any good craft whiskey liquor store will have this, I'm pretty sure. And what I'm pretty happy to say, though, after this many batches, I'm pretty sure that I've come to identify their specific distillery profile, which is why I look for over time. Can I do this blind? So if I get this blind, my wife will go get some whiskey. She'll bring it down. She'll say, "What do you think this is?" I'm pretty good at picking out Eau Claire, but I think I've got it now. And it was, I realized that when I cracked open this one. Not as much on the palate, but on the nose, but definitely on the palate. So again, batch number 7, and it's N07. And I think they missed out a little bit. They should have done the 007. They should have done a kind of a play on the 007, some type of spy thing going on. And then you got the cease and desist order and then stopped. But they could have played for a little while with it. Anyways, so on the notes, let's do this. Let's start. And I'm gonna review this one too. This is their whiskey cream. I'll talk about that a little bit in a second because this is the whiskey we're talking about today. Hey, Stevie, how you doing? Brown sugar, and it's specific. It's not just brown sugar. It's brown sugar that's being caramelized during Christmas baking time. So when you're baking with it, all this just reminds me of Christmas baking. And the fruit that I get on it is Christmas cake fruit. Like when it's sitting there and not in the cake yet, but kind of prepared. Touch of vanilla. And I was trying to figure out the spices before. I don't know if I can be any more specific than like the cinnamon, clove, nutmeg, the Christmassy spices. It's just those, but nothing specific I can actually pull up. Now, this doesn't have water, but when I added water, when I tried to go over this last night, I got the red fruit coming out, but only with the water. So it was at that time that I kind of picked that up. And it works for me because on the palate, that's when the red fruit came out as well, was with the water. So, candied fruit. Mixed from, yeah, let's do for that. I can go with that, Stephen. So the palate. Now, this is where I think I'm able to distinguish this from others. My wife gives me 5 Canadian whiskeys or other whiskeys, but I can usually differentiate between them. I'm pretty sure I can pick the Eau Claire out because of this. So, barley sweetness is always the first thing that comes out. But then, and this is the one that the telltale sign, because you get barley sweetness, some other ones as well. But it's a slight green apple, perfumey taste. It's effervescent, but it's perfumey. So green apple, perfumey that I get on this, and I've gotten on these in the past. I don't know if I got it on number 1 like 7 years ago or whatever it was, but when I associate Eau Claire, that's the flavor I'm associating. So The, again, slight green apple perfumey is what I'm getting. Yep. Yeah, I'm trying to get that red fruit again, but I think I might be imagining it. But with the water, it does come out. And it's highly enjoyable. It's really good. And let's go the fish. Yeah, and on the palate, the spices I'm getting on the nose come out on the palate is just a little bit warm. People say white pepper, but I'm just getting warm. I'm not getting those specific spices on the palate like I do on the nose. All right, finish. So sweet to spicy heat to floral. Because the floral that I get with the floral that I get usually with the green apple perfumey floral. That's it. Sweet spice floral. I'll try that again. Yeah, sweet spice floral. And the floral's what lingers after this. The spice, the heat dissipates like that. And it's got a good percentage. So 48%. It's really good. So 750 mils, 48%, roughly $100. You'll get it on sale at one point in time, but tax all in's usually close to $100. And before I go off, I also want to say this. So they've got this thing right here. So, all right. So buy, open it, and win. And you can see from me that I did not win. So I did not get that little gold coin. And so what you can win, it says years supply of whiskey, distiller whiskey experience, luxury hotel stay and dinner, and NHL tickets. It's probably to the Flames, but I'll take it anyways. I'll do it. So contest rules. The period goes from November 12th. So I guess that's when it came out. So it was November 23rd, November 12th, 2024. Closing dates then. Eligibility to win. You must be a resident of Alberta, Canada, 18 years old, yada, yada, yada. How to enter, purchase Eau Claire Batch 7. It says 007 on this one, so they could have played that up, I think. And if it has a golden coin under the lid, you're a potential grand prize winner. No purchase necessary. See full rules and details. Visit eauclairedistillery.ca. Claim a prize. You find a golden coin. You can claim it by emailing a photo to info@eauclairedistillery.ca or mailing it to the address. And it says the prize is worth $2,350 Canadian, non-transferable, cannot be exchanged for cash. Can't with a friend, they'll never know. Anyways, well, they might. It's fun. You know, it's a gimmick, right? All these things are gimmicks, but they're fun. And I like the golden ticket type thing. You get the missing golden ticket. And it goes. It just goes with this time of year. It's fun. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take out this really quick because the Rupert's Whiskey Cream, and what do they call it? It's a whiskey lovers, small batch, yada. Whiskey cream for whiskey lovers. And this is sweet. I'm not a sweet guy in any sense of the word, I don't think. But what I get on this that I really appreciate from it, and I wanted to say this now because I'm not going to do a full review on it, is the nose. The nose is a fantastic whiskey cream nose. So you get more whiskey on this nose than you do on kind of the general whiskey cream things that you usually try. It's only at Christmas I ever try stuff like this, but my wife will love it. The kids will love it. Kids, my adult children will love it. I should say that. But on the nose, you get the whiskey, which I don't get on other whiskey creams ever. So it's great on the nose. But then when you taste it, it's all butterscotch pudding to me. So what I would do, I think, is put about 2 times the amount of whiskey in there. And my wife says, for your coffee. Well, no. If you're going to drink, if you can't drink it straight, I don't think you should ever drink it. That's my perception and what I think of these things. So, and now a lot more whiskey, and it's diluted. But now that's a lot better. because the sweetness is cut in half at least, and a lot more whiskey. I'll pass this over to my wife in a second, and she'll enjoy it for the rest of the night. This will be gone pretty quick. She loves the sweetness. There you go. Enjoy that. Oh, she's trying to get her fingers in there. And that's it, Whiskey Brothers, Sisters. Next week, or not next week, very soon, we're going to do the 3 bottles of Last Straw. So I've gotten 3 recently. I don't want to go over 3 different weeks. So I'm going to do all 3 of the Last Straws coming up soon. Thank you for joining. This is well worth it. And yeah, comments below if you can identify this blind, do you think? And is it the same thing? Is it the green apple perfumey like I get? Or is it something else? And get that. This is a fantastic Christmas accompaniment. You can't get these anymore. But if you do have it, keep going. Enjoy. I'm a day behind. I'm going to catch up right now. Thank you very much. If you like, subscribe, do all the buttons. And I shall talk to you all soon, brothers and sisters. Have a fantastic night. Slancha.